Fantastic. So that's a huge market, something that we're interested in. Specifically, we're interested in delivering a product that's not just provides the energy that you want, but does it without giving you the negatives of many of the current products in the energy market. Let's jump over to appetite and weight loss. Those markets are huge, right? Can you go through that?
Those are literally hundreds of billions, if not over $1 trillion in market share, just domestically, let alone globally. The big fundamental problem in appetite control is the dumbing down of the food chain in America. In the last 45 or so years, we've seen the average American doubling their total consumption of calories and still not being satisfied or satiated and still grazing belly up to the bar, so to speak, in terms of food. 2/3 of all the meals in the United States are eaten outside the home. We really don't even know what we're consuming because it doesn't have a label on it in a cafeteria, restaurant, a fast food place, or otherwise. So the result is we have lots of choices in America, but in terms of nutrient values to trigger the correct hormonal release in the brain to say, I'm no longer hungry, I'll stop eating, it doesn't exist in the food and beverage chain to a great extent anymore. And that's why it's so important with products like Zija, as well as what we're talking about here in these categories, to get products that have true absorbability with great safety.
Well, then that would lead us right into the nutrition industry, the third focus of our new product. The first two having been, once again, appetite or weight loss, energy, natural energy, sustainable energy. Can you talk briefly about the nutritional deficit of food and how Moringa itself is such a great nutritional adjunct in life?
We used to eat from 4 basic food groups that were unprocessed in the 60s, and we consumed half the calories that we do today as average Americans. We're overfed and undernourished, to simply put it. And it doesn't take a formulator like me or a rocket scientist to figure out what's wrong. All you have to do is walk outside and look at the girth of the nation, the obesity epidemic in America, the diabetes epidemic, the hypoglycemia, attention deficit disorders, cardiovascular disease, nutrient deplete forms of cancer. It's rampant in our society, and it all goes back to the food chain. The old saying, you are what you eat, is absolutely true. And what we're bringing to the picture for folks that are busy on the go and don't have the opportunity to sit down for a home-cooked meal, we're bringing real absorbable nutrition to them that is benefiting their lives, helping with their control and weight, helping with their long-term attention and mental clarity, and so many other aspects.
Russ, I think it would be great at this point in time for those that are listening in with us and enjoying this conversation, just to do a little quick recap. Russ Bianchi is the food formulator, world-renowned. He's here with us discussing today the Moringa company, Zija International, a company that's come to the forefront of taking a botanical worldwide, finding a means and a way in a proprietary blend to extract the most from it. We have 2 products, Smart Mix and the Smart Drink, and we've spent some time now addressing and creating a third product, which we're going to introduce at this point in time. We've created a product that does 3 things. I mean, these are 3 big whammies. The first one is appetite control. The second one is not only energy, but it's natural energy, bioavailable, usable, sustainable, and long-lasting. And the third one is pure nutrition, not just nutrition, but the kind of nutrition that makes a difference in the dumbed-down food chain and all of the things that we experience in life and going about eating. We actually one of the best botanicals in the world. Something in the neighborhood of 500,000 botanicals are known to man, and Moringa by many is considered to be the most nutrient-rich and dense full gamut symphony of nutrients that you could possibly have all in one place. This new product, which we'll unveil here as we're talking about it, we have titled XM3. We call it the Extreme Moringa Drink, XM3. So with that, Rod, why don't you jump in and let's set the stage and have Mr. Bianchi talk about what comprises this unbelievable product of XM3, where we've combined literally 3 massive industries into one incredible category-creating product.
Perfect. Mr. Bianchi, let's cover the active ingredients. There's 5 or 6 we ought to mention and cover with some detail. The first, of course, being Moringa. We've already covered the nutrient density, the 5 or 6 specific benefits that we focus on with Moringa oleifera. Let's talk for a moment then about natural green tea concentrate. Can you give us a hint about the nutrient and beneficial properties of green tea?
Green tea has been used, as we all know, in Asia probably for at least 10,000 years in cultivation. You don't see any obese people per se in most Asian cultures. There's a reason why. There's a correlation, again, to what we are, in part to what we eat and consume. Green tea is wonderful in terms of hormonal balance of serotonin, leptin, and other satiety hormones from the brain. And as a result of that, it also triggers what's called ketosis, or burning of body fat. So your body is aligned in terms of weight control, weight management, and overall health. So green tea has been known literally thousands of years to have these benefits. We're using an all-natural version of very high potency at very efficacious dosage levels in XM3. It's an integral part of the product. I might backtrack just a little on Moringa also, that the amount in XM3 of our 5 constituent proprietary blend components of Moringa are equal to that in servings that you're getting both in the Zija drink as well as the Smart Mix. So we're not cutting corners here. We're improving upon and adding to the family of our products for the benefit of all consumers.
Beautiful. So to repeat that, on a per ounce basis, you're getting the exact same amount of Moringa as in any of our other products. That's fantastic. And the green tea itself, with all the polyphenols and all the other science that's now being well known and out there on the market about the beneficial aspects of green tea, we're excited about that. Let's talk just a little bit about natural caffeine. Can you allude to what natural caffeine is, how it's different from what's happening out there in the marketplace, and how it's good for us?
In the tens of billions of dollars that are out there in energy drinks, they're using synthetic or man-chemically derived versions of caffeines in a lot of these products, which are harsh, harmful, and essentially not to the benefit of the consumer. We're using a natural form, and by natural form we all know that caffeine comes from botanicals, and we're using a form that is beneficial for mental clarity, alertness, without cardiovascular or heart palpitations and things like that. We're not jump-starting the electrical microcircuitry of a human in a way that could harm them. We're creating a synergistic effect in combination with all the other beneficial nutrients that we have in XM3.
Well, that's great. One of those synergistic combinations would be the desert tea in combination with the natural caffeine, correct?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Been used by humans for hundreds upon hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, and completely safe without synthesized or chemically extracted components like other versions have come to be, but absolutely essential in terms of what we're trying to deliver here in XM3 and actually have delivered.
Perfect. So you're speaking specifically about alkaloids, and desert tea does not contain any types of alkaloids. And so it's very healthy and safe for human consumption. And in combination with natural caffeine, it has a similar benefit as the green tea, right? In the same sort of effort.
Yes, it also improves respiratory effect. It's wonderful and has been used for treatment in colds in terms of homeopathic and other nutrient delivery for a long, long time. And as a result of this, improved respiratory with improved mental clarity, with improved suppression of appetite, but mental alertness is what everyone's looking for. I can't think of a better drink than what I've done here with XM3 for everyone in general, seniors, younger than baby boomer generation. I feel very, very good about this. Along with Zija and along with Smart Mix, this is clearly one of my crowning achievements in beverage development in my career.